I guess, yeah, is it recording? Yeah, wicked, cool. Hi. Yeah, really weird that I've just randomly started to do this again. I haven't been on YouTube or doing anything like this in a couple of years. My name is Kyle. You probably can see that from the YouTube title. But yes, background is lecturing for universities, making games or teaching people to make games and game design and games development for a number of universities across the country. Most notably teaching a top up level 6. Then I've left lecturing and gone into industry as an XR immersive development designer, and working with very, very big companies now, which is very exciting. But I'm here trying to go back to my roots, trying to make games again. Really want to make lots of different games. I want to get back to this as well. So you might be like, well, if you're an XR immersive development designer, why are you not making a VR game? There's lots of that about. Plus, I don't want to be doing what I'm doing at work when I get home as well. Just rather do something completely different, and obviously keep in mind all the games design stuff as well. So, what am I doing here, and what is this project, and what am I actually putting together? So, before I've done very kind of structured videos of how to do a 2D platformer, how to do a 2.5D game, third person, all that kind of stuff. This is kind of helping me flex my muscles and keeping me in the game design loop. So I have asked, I just put it on run earlier. I asked ChatGPT to create me a one sheet. And so a one sheet is essentially a one sheet paper of a GDD, but it has fundamental parts on it. So let me find the prompts that I initially put in, and then we could go from there, and then I can actually look at what ChatGPT said. So I've said, can you write me a one sheet game design document for a 2D game? Just 2D for now. Let's just keep chill, because I can probably find the assets. If you want to make me assets, or if you are my ex-students making assets, hi ex-students, hope you're doing all right. And also, thank you for watching, and make me some assets for this game I'm just about to make. So yes, I did ask ChatGPT to write a one-sheet game design document for me. I said the GDD needs a game title, intended game systems, target age of players, a summary of game story, focusing on gameplay, distinct game modes of gameplay, and a unique selling point. So it's shot back. Oh, God. I'm not monetized, so I think I can swear on this, but bloody hell. Shadow Circuit is the game title. Intended systems, I'm going to skip that. It doesn't matter because it's just going on PC. Target age of players is 12 plus for mild fantasy violence and moderate difficulty curve. Summary: Shadow Circuit is a fast-paced 2D action platformer with a cyber-noir aesthetic. Ooh, original. Nice one, ChatGPT. Combining precision parkour, oh god, stealth mechanics, and intense combat. Players take on the role of Nova. Nice. We don't know if they're male or female. It kind of sets a nice story for who the character could be. Ex-hacker turned rebel fighting against the oppressive megacorporation, set in a dystopian city where the rogue AIs and cybernetic enforcers patrol the streets. Players must navigate a neon-lit rooftops, infiltrate corporate strongholds, and engage in tactical combat while uncovering the conspiracy that threatens humanity. Core gameplay features, and what I'll do is I'll add this all to the bottom as well, so you can see what I'm making. Fluid parkour system, stealth and combat, hacking abilities, procedural AI behavior, and upgradable cyberware. There we go. That is the game that ChatGPT wants me to make. Unique selling points, dynamic lighting and shadow mechanics, reactive sound design, cyberpunk pixel art style, and adaptive soundtrack. Okay, cool. Right, let's get those primitives in and let's make Shadow Circuit. Cool. I did have this whole thing of that I was on a beta for Unity 6 as well. Again, shout out to Unity. Thank you for putting me in the beta. They were quite strict about social media and streaming with the beta 6 for Unity 6, so I just didn't do it. And now you can see I'm using Unity 22.3. I find it more stable, and I know where everything is with this. I'm still getting to grips with Unity 6. But yeah, so what we'll do Universal 2D. That's the mainstay. Now URP is the mainstay. So we'll call this Shadow Circuit. And yeah, I'll put up all the code and all that jazz as well. I've got a Patreon. I haven't got enough for like monetizing or anything like that. So no patrons yet. But we'll kick off. And as I said, I'll record for I've recorded for 5 minutes, record around for 20 minutes. So it's not too boring. Want to kind of get the fundamentals in there. I've done like some bits of I've got like bits of code already, so I might just try it from scratch. Not too sure, but we'll kind of see what we can do. We'll start right from scratch though with like primitives, and then I'll see if I can find some assets for the next video. Add the assets in, get some animations in and stuff like that, and get going from there. I'm very old school, and as you can see, I'm also to help me like write the one sheet as well, or to prompt ChatGPT. I used Scott Rogers. It's a Bible. It's a massive Bible. Another person I want to shout out to is Matt Hackett as well. He's got the indie game designer book. So read game design books. Yeah, there's lots of stuff on the internet, but there's also lots of crap on the internet, folks. So if you are learning games design, or you are one of my ex-students, read the books, man. They are the gospel. Cool. So Unity has loaded, and as you can see, I've got the player. I've got a player who's pink. I have an enemy, and I've just got a floor, and I've given them the basics: the rigid body, box collider, stuff like that. Hopefully, you know those fundamentals. If this is like you're watching this as a beginner thing, there may be some assumed stuff, but I suppose you can just watch me. But I will just kind of skip through bits and pieces. But yeah, I've just created the absolute basics, and also created a folder for my scripts as well. What I'm going to do is, this was loading really weirdly, so I'm going to close that. And let's go and create a new. And I'm going to call this player. Oh, player controller. Lovely. I love it when my this really weird keyboard that's just having a mind of its own today. And I'm going to call it player controller. I'm going to type it really slowly so it doesn't. Let's have a complete fit. You okay with that? It's good, lovely. I'm going to buy a new keyboard. And then I'm going to attach this to the player. And we're going to get basic movement and a jump in first. I think that's probably going to be the best thing that we can do. So let that load up Visual Studio. And we'll go from there with like all the movement and bits like that. What you doing? Cool. Might get. Lovely. Hopefully that's big enough for you. You can see that there, and that's going to be nice and helpful. Right, what can I do first to be helpful? Don't need to start for now, I think. So we'll provide some like basic variable stuff. So in speed, so public float speed. We don't know what Unity doesn't know what speed is, so we will create that. We'll then create, we need jump, because we're going to go for this kind of dynamic, well, as the GDD says, what do you call it, parkour system. So of course jump force, that could be AF. Then we need to check if we are grounded, so the public ball is grounded. And that can start as true because we won't be floating in the air. Then to start off with, we're going to create a local variable of X input, so we can move along our X axes. Let's do it. Just very cautious of the keyboard. X input is then equal to, oh my days, this keyboard, gonna murder it, dot get axes of, oh my keyboard, my god. I totally forgot what I was typing. Get axes. Oh, really. Keyboard is really annoying. Alright. Let's look at the keys. See, look at it move. Why does it do that? What's my brain just gone blank? It's fine. We'll do that. We'll do that for now. Get axis of horizontal. Oh, it's got rid of the input, isn't it? Oh, my days. There we go. Cool. Not going inside. So we don't need a vertical input because jump or spacebar will be that vertical input. So we're not going to worry about that. So we need to say transform, if it's not going to go mental, dot position. And then we can say that is equal to transform dot position of a new plus a new, keyboard being very dodgy, vector 3. It's trying to guess what I'm going to put in, and yes, it's right, it's got that bit. X position on the X, nothing on the Y, nothing on the Z, but then we can then times this by our speed variable that we've created, and then just to make sure that it works on all types of different lovely computers, we can say time dot delta. Don't swear, delta time. Oh yeah, sorry, don't need that. Don't need the command, don't need that loop. Cool, that should give us the basic movements. Let's do some jump. So if, let's do input loop, input dot get. Where'd it go? See, I knew it's gone somewhere. Get key down. I'll do I definitely buy a new keyboard before I do another video. Key code dot space. I must be wary of everything that's typed. And that is grounded. Piece of loveliness. Get key down. And then why doesn't it like get key down? Input does not. Input or get key. Input or get key down. That definitely works. What have I done wrong? What? Oh, it's an M. It's an M. Sorry. There we go. We then can firstly say what, so we need to initially jump, so we write that syntax, and then before that we can write, just to give me time to think, is grounded, is definitely false, thank you, visual code, and then we can jump under here, which could be get components, rigid body 2D, and then we can say dot add force of the new vector 2 or vector 3, vector 2. It's decided to be a annoying again. It's keyboard vector 2. And then we can say we want 0 on the X. We then want jump force to pop up there. We want nothing on the Z. Oh, it's vector 2, so we don't need it. We don't need that because it's only 2 vectors. And then we can say force dot impulse bracket semicolon. That's then that in there. Then all we need to say down here is the actual collision with the ground itself. In keyboard, private void on collision. Oh, no, that again. They're not coming up. Why? Private void on collision enter 2D. There it is. Just do it for me. Lovely. And then we can say is grounded. Goes back to true. Lovely. Really reluctant to do anything else on this keyboard because it's been very annoying. Let's go and jump back into Unity. Let's press play. I think I'll put the script on there. Lovely. We have movement and we have a jump. Lovely. It's a bit floaty. Might have to sort out the gravity a bit later, but fundamentals are there. Primitives, fundamentals. That's what we're looking for. Lovely stuff. So, how long have we been recording since we came back? 10 minutes. Cool. Let's see if we can get... We've got our enemy up here. Let's see if we can jump up to our enemy. But before that, we need the camera to follow us. You can use Cinema Machine. I may just script this in. Take a tea break. Always important to take a tea break. Blah, 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 blah. We'll do double jump later. Let's create a follow camera script. So, script camera. Oh, why did it just do that? I kept thinking I had butterfingers, but it's not. I've typed that so slowly, and the thing just went enter straight away. Camera. Oh. Honest to God. It's good I don't get monetized on there, isn't it? Crikey. Right, I'm trying to write camera follow, but will the keyboard let me? Might be something wrong with this computer. Okay. It's just going to happen, folks. It's just... Right, it's not paused out there. Let's get rid of this here. Delete. All we're going to have is miswritten scripts. Right, best thing we can do is go to main camera, add component, and if we type in camera follow new script, cool. Yeah, camera follow, yeah, we'll do it this way. Cool. We give it, and I'll just stick it in there. And we'll move it later. How annoying. Right. That's a problem with YouTubers and the need of needing information instantly. You've got to write things out. So, when we are doing a camera follow, we need, what are we going to follow? So initially we're going to say follow. Okay. Oh. Oh, what is happening? Honest God. Layer. My God, it's got to be the mouse or the trackpad or something that I'm got to be floating over. Seriously. So we want to follow the player, firstly. We then want to allow like an offset. So you can have your camera in center, or like, hang on, let me get up there. So your camera in the center, or you can have it like an offset, like a third person, or just an offset slightly. So Mario's always like a bit, sort of a bit more that way. So it's intended. So Mario's like here, and the camera's like here. So allowing giving the impression that the player needs to go that way, or if you're this way, that way. To essentially go right when you're playing the game. So we're going to create a cam. One's got a cam offset, so a camera offset. So it's not right in the center, but it'll allow us to write it in the center if we want to. That's absolutely fine. And then we can have this Cinema Machine has got this really cool thing where if you move, it kind of comes with you, stops. So it's like a smoothness. So we can it could be a float, something like that. So we'll create let's call it smoothness. We can do that right now. Smoothness would be fine. And then we'll need a private variable to store the z-axis value of the camera as well, so it doesn't go all fuddy-duddy. So let's quickly write this. This will be a public float smoothness. Let's equal this as very like 0.1f for now, like barely anything. Our camera offset, I'm not even worried about that. Our follow player, that can be a transform, can take the position of where the player is. So that's a public transform, and then we'll name that player. Then our offset will be a vector 3, which will also be public because we need to know the offset of the target of the position. It's transforms. Transform F set. Vector 3, come on. Vector 3. So I'll just go and call it camera offset. I'll just call it offset, it's fine. And then we need a private variable. Let's do that under here. Private. Vector 3 to store. Good. Glad that's just started typing somewhere. Vector 3 equals velocity. And then this can be equal to vector 3.0. And then what we'll do, we'll have just in case it does store it, but it stores it in a weird way. I've had this thing before where we need to almost like fix the camera's position. So we need to write, it's a private float, and we could call it fixed Z, and this will store essentially the position of the camera. And we'll put this on the camera as well, which I think we've already done. Start, we need to just say what's happening with fixed Z. So fixed Z is equal to, or not equal to null. We can do that in update. So we want to just store it. We just want to store it, so it's just transform.position. Brain. Transform.position. .z. Yeah, it's correct. Then in update, we can say, this is where we can then null check if fixed z does not equal to null, we can then calculate. I don't trust this keyboard. I don't trust yet. So oh, we did it. No. We need to find the player. So we need to say player. Don't need to null check Z. It's fine because it's static, essentially. So if our player is does not equal to null, you then need to say what is the position and then apply the offset. Okay. So we need to find where the player is through transform of player, and then we can say we'll create a new vector 3 because we've still got the Z to worry about. So we can say vector 3 of let's say player position is then yes equal to player dot position, and then we can say plus the offset semicolon. We then can say our player position dot z is equals to fixed z. So then we need to just do the smoothness. We can then say transform top position is equal to vector 3 dot smooth damp. Gotta love a little bit of smooth damp. And this will make the actual motion of the camera movement towards when the player moves. So transform top position is then the target. No, I haven't got target. Is the player position. Then we reference the velocity and the smoothness. That should work. Restore the position. Let's just save that and see what happens. And then we can leave it there for now, and I'll actually write some notes for the next session. And then we can know where we're going. Cool, so we should have... It's not full. Oh, it's going to give me an error. It's going to give me an error. Because we haven't set the player, who the player is, put the player in. So our offset at the moment, our smoothness is 0. Let's try 0.5. So we've got a bit more smoothness, and then we can... Hey, that's not a bad looking camera. Cool. Wicked, really basic primitive stuff, but hey, it's going to be a long time for doing hacking and stuff like that. So, I'll look for some assets next week, and we'll try and get along here. Can we push that off? That's our enemy. See you later. Wicked, destroyed, and then we can go from there. But we need a double jump. We haven't got infinite jump, which is good. Really busting that way there. So, wicked, cool. Let's save this before I go mad, and I'll get a new keyboard, and hopefully, I'll see you next time. Bit of a weird video because I'm kind of figuring it out as I go, but yeah, cool thing. See you soon.